it's me, Laura Maniec from Cork Buzz. I'm here for the second edition of our blind tasting in my living room series. Tonight's wine, Amber bottled up for me and changed the cork. So I'm just gonna get ready to taste with you. I wanted to say a couple things. If you happen to watch our video on YouTube last week, you might have seen that I was blind tasting a red, and some people think that blind tasting reds are a little bit harder than blind tasting whites. So, you know, I kind of feel like sometimes it's my mood and I'm better at reds because I have the addition of color to really work through the wine. Other times I feel like it's more complex and there's more nuance and I'm not as good as it. So we'll see. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. This wine is a clear, star, bright, pale straw wine. There's no oxidative qualities, so it doesn't look golden or brown. There's a little bit of a hint of maybe even a like green hue, and there appears to be like no obvious age or oxidation. And the viscosity on the wine is about moderate. The tears are forming medium fast, medium slow. So just sort of in the middle, indicating the wine is probably moderate in alcohol. On the nose, the wine is clean and fresh. It's more mineral driven. It's got like a sort of salty, cheesy, leesy, saline, breezy quality to it. Like, I'm getting organic earth. When I think of organic earth, I think of like Parmesan cheese rind. I think of mushrooms. I think of things that were once alive. And then also like that crustacean or oyster shell or, you know, chalky minerality to the wine. The interesting thing is it's like underripe citrus, green, apple, citrus like lemon, lime, maybe a little apricot, although the stone fruit is really just like maybe apricot pith, apricot peach, like a peach pit. It's really showing complexity. You know, it's not like a simple white wine. I mean, it has a lot of things going on. No evidence of new oak, but there's something round and like lactic and creamy about the wine. So perhaps aged in like a neutral barrel or a small percentage of like used oak. Yeah, the saline quality is kind of throwing me, like the saltiness, like I'm not really expecting that on this wine. Yeah, the wine is clean, it's fresh, young, it's high in acid. It's like making me salivate, or moderate plus at least in acid. The wine has a brininess to it, like a nori, kind of like kelp, but it also has this organic earth, mushrooms, cheese rind. Lees is an important part of this wine. It's kind of lactic in nature, like it has like a little bit of like a creme fraiche, creme brulee, yogurt quality to it, along with that cheese rind. There's a little bit more broadness in the palate, like the yields were low, or the concentration was old vines, or it's something that's giving it like a density to the wine, high quality, better vineyard site, warmer vintage, things that like all indicate a wine that would be like this intense but still fresh and zippy. The body of the wine is like moderate plus for a white wine without oak, you know, like it's getting some concentration, like I said, from other things. Alcohol is only moderate. Acid is moderate plus to high. It's a dry white wine. It's more mineral than fruit. I would say old world style Possible grapes include Chardonnay, at first Albarino or Godello, things like, you know, the Spanish white grapes that might grow on similar soils to that you find in like Burgundy and Chablis. So I'm in the category of Chardonnay, Chablis, Albarino from like Galicia, or Godello from Valdeorras, or I really feel like the concentration is key here. I guess it could be Sauvignon Blanc, Chenin Blanc, but I'm not really getting any of those qualities that like are like the thiols that you expect in Sauvignon Blanc, or even like the pyrazines. I'm not really getting honey or wet wool or pineapple or anything for Chenin. And so it's really for me between Chablis and Godello, Albarino. I mean, I think I have to call, with all that minerality and cheese rind and used oak and lactic quality and lees, I feel like I have to call Chardonnay, I have to call Chablis, I have to call Premier Cru, I have to call a slightly warm vintage and its current release for Premier Cru, so probably we're in 2024, so probably 2021 Premier Cru Chablis, and that's going to be my final answer. So let's see what we're working with here. This is kind of fun. So is that, oh yeah, okay, great. So 2021 Chardonnay, Chablis, Julien Brocard, it's Chablis Village, so just straight village level Chablis.